This is Alex with livinginthenews.com, and we're here with Reagan. Correct? Did I say that right? And you are Miss Idaho. Why don't you introduce yourself to the community?
Hi everybody, like you said, my name's Reagan. Yamauchi actually is my last name. Kind of difficult, quite a mouthful if you try to say it. I am Japanese, which is where my last name comes from, so that part's exciting. And I am from Soda Springs, Idaho. It's a small town in southeastern Idaho, about 5 hours from here in Weiser. So I'm excited to be in town. I am the current Miss Idaho. I was just crowned a couple of months ago, and I am really excited to serve the gem state.
Crowned in June, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you've been Miss Idaho for a very short time.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So with that, first of all, what is your platform? Let's go there right off the bat. Let's tell the community about your platform.
My platform is motivated to move with the number 2, trying to get people to exercise twice a day or move twice a day in different, however it fits their schedule. And I think a lot of times we look at movement as exercise, as gym memberships, as something completely different from what we do. And I think the main thing is recognizing that it should just always be a part of our lifestyle. Movement is what we were made to do as humans. So whether it's moving our arms, moving our legs, stretching, yoga, whatever it is you love to do, it doesn't mean you have to go lift weights. If that's what you love, then of course go do it. But people from the time they're born till the time they die are made to move, and we need to move. We live in a sedentary world where we don't move.
Right.
We're a button or we're a click away. We don't even have to get off the couch to change the channel anymore. So we need to get to the point where we create movement in our lives that's been taken out.
Do you even remember changing a channel other than clicking? You brought that up, so I just want to see. I don't even believe you dated yourself. You're talking about something you heard once a long time ago. Yeah. So that's wonderful. And even walking, how powerful is that? Just the movement that people can do on a daily basis, and I think it's highly important, very important. So what a great thing. And whatever age, right? Whatever age you are, absolutely. So tell us a little bit also about, you were crowned in June. How long, give us the past, how long has it taken you to get to this road, and what have you done up to this point?
Love that, great question. So leading up to Miss Idaho, I had actually never competed at Miss Idaho before.
Wow, so, you're a first-time lottery winner. Wow. You bought one ticket. And
one ticket.
Wow.
Yes. So originally, back in 2020, there was a lot of things that happened, and they kind of let at-large winners or candidates go to the state competition, go to Miss Idaho. And then due to the coronavirus, they kept pushing back the competition. Anyways, for a variety of reasons, it didn't end up working out for me. So I never competed. But it was always in the back of my mind that one day I wanted to compete, but I didn't know where that would work out in my time frame. Because I was a college athlete, I was a basketball player, that was a large part of what I did, took first priority for me, and that's kind of where I sat. So away I went to college, being a college basketball player, and it got to the kind of more towards the end of my career, and it came up again where the thought reoccurred, well, I want to do Miss Idaho. So I actually contacted Sarah, who I had previously met in 2020 when I was originally going to do it. It was such a great contact. I love Sarah. For those of you in the community that know Sarah Jensen, one of my all-time favorites.
From Weiser.
Absolutely. And she was fabulous. She got me hooked up with the right people, made sure I was where I needed to be, etc. I ended up competing. It was amazing. Such a humbling moment to be crowned Miss Idaho and know that you're going to represent the whole state of Idaho. So that was amazing. Love that. And then since then, it has been a non-stop sprint is what it's felt like, from one activity to the next. If you follow my social media,
Which is?
Reagan.Yamauchi or just simply Miss Idaho. Both are good. I post a lot more on the Miss Idaho page, so I would follow that Instagram page and Facebook page. But I attended 20 appearances in 20 days recently, so I've just been hitting it almost every single day. That's been my goal, is to be very present in the state of Idaho. If you want me to come to an event, if you have a business party, whatever the case may be, a birthday party, you can email bookmissidaho@gmail.com or direct message me. I would love to be to any event. Love it. I love kids. I love everybody. So
you're not shy. You're not shy. That was great. You got a lot in there.
Oh, thank you.
So you said it was humbling to win Miss Idaho. Can you kind of give us that moment that it happened? I'm sure you didn't feel humbled at the time. I'm sure there was excitement, there was nerve, there was everything. I mean, you've been competing for this, and all of a sudden, what happened?
Maybe just an explosion. Well, first off, I froze. When they said my name, it was instead of, I think some people like, whoa, like it was just, I didn't even know how to react. It was just amazing. Just standing there in front of the crowd, the judges, the people I competed against, and realizing that anybody was super deserving of such a, remarkable title where you can serve so many people and have incredible opportunities. So for me, I just was initially starstruck maybe. And then after that, I realized I kind of felt the weight, the burden fall on my shoulders, that there was a great work to do. And now it's just making time and making sure I do it the best that I can.
Wonderful. I've recently heard a quote that I love that says, if you do hard things, life is easy. If you can't do hard things, life's going to be hard. There you go. So you're doing hard things. Life's going to be okay for you. You'll do just fine. So Miss America.
Yep.
Tell us about when and where and what your plans are for that.
Miss America, coming up fast, and it's constant preparation. Every single day in some way, Miss America's in the back of your mind, whether it's talent preparation or you're working with like stage presence coaching or just trying to figure out interview things. So doing stuff like this, super helpful for me. But anyways, you're always preparing. It's in January in Orlando, Florida. Same thing, you can follow my journey on social media. But the best part is meeting people along the way. All the other state title holders are fabulous, phenomenal. If you're watching from another state, go find your state title holder because I'm sure they're remarkable. And ultimately, just being able to represent Idaho on the Miss America stage is something I'm really excited to do.
Wonderful. What was your talent?
So I performed Fantasy Impromptu by Frederick Chopin on the piano.
Oh, wow. You and Sarah. You did good.
Yep.
Good. That's wonderful. So your platform, we've already kind of talked about it, but I want to give you just a moment to talk to the community and say whatever you want to say to the community.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So for those of you watching, on my social media pages, I will be starting a Motivational Monday. So be watching for that. Ultimately, it's a Motivational Movement Monday, trying to help inspire you to stay moving that day and throughout the week. And I'll be giving different ideas of ways to stay moving. So if you have an office job, or you have a job where it may be difficult to move, I'll be throwing ideas at you that I receive inspiration from other people, that they ask me to do, or even just ideas I have myself of ways to stay moving in this world that we live in. So that's a huge part. Along with that, like I said, bookmissidaho@gmail.com is how you can get a hold of me. I'd love to be at your events. I love people. Like I've said, that's been a huge part of what I do. Making connections is a really huge deal to me. So being a part of Living in the News has been a great experience. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful experience.
So if you hear a crowd behind us, we are actually in Weiser Classic Candy where you were dipping ice cream a little while ago. And so thank you, Patrick, for letting us use your building. And there's a little bit of a crowd still here. But we want to thank you for being part of Living in the News. And we want to thank all of you for watching livingthenews.com.